It's my birthday, and here I am, spending it all with you. We're spending it with all of you. That's what I meant to say. This broadcast certainly almost didn't happen because I am out of town and I spent much of the afternoon and evening in a car. It was supposed to be like a 2.5 hour trip that ended up being four. And I was watching the clock and I was like, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. I'm literally not going to make it. So the bags are not unpacked. The children are loose. And here we are. Because we couldn't just skip tonight. It's the Long Island Classic, the 53rd one. And it is the grudge rematch between Dave Matthews Band and Man in Mystery. Man in Motion. I'm going to do that every time, Tim. I'd like to apologize up front. We have two races tonight, with the first one being in 8 minutes, and that's the Long Island Acorn. Please get your bets in early for the Pick 4, Pick 6 Daily Double, and the two big races on tap for tonight. I plan on being around in the chat room a little bit later tonight after I get the kids in bed. If you guys want to hang out with me, that would be lovely. But without further ado, let's talk about the Long Island Acorn. Both races tonight are for 3-year-olds. Both are over a mile and a half, and both are at Long Island Park. The track condition tonight is sloppy. It has been raining and raining and raining. Now, those of us in the real world probably can't even imagine what that's like. Is it hot everywhere else, too? It was like 96 today. On the rail, we have Innocent Kiss for Todd Lucas. This is a $12 million purchase by Happy This Way. She's won 4 of 6 starts. Obviously, she's never going to make back all of that on the track. That is not her purpose in life. She had won 3 races in a row, including the Grade 1 SoCal Oaks, before the Louisville Oaks, where she finished 10th. That was kind of surprising because she was one of the favorites that day, but that race was very, very good. Distance definitely going to be a question, being a Happy This Way out of a Doctor mare. Hopefully Todd Lucas can get her primed here today. Number 2 for Danny Derby. This is the homebred Red Rose. This is your Stewards Cup Juvenile Fillies winner. Obviously you can probably hear me moving around. There's 4 dogs here where I am. This is a daughter of Heart of the Storm out of a Father Ralph mare, another one that could be questionable at the distance. 3 for 5 lifetime. This filly's earned $1.1 million. She was 3rd in the Louisville Oaks, 2nd in the Sunshine Park Oaks. She lost that one by only a head. She was beaten 2 lengths in Louisville. Looking to make amends here, has not won since that smashing win in the Stewards Cup. Number 3 is Whisper You Love Me for Emily Mitchell. This is a homebred. This one not distancely challenged by James Dean out of a Hold Above mare. She has yet to win a stakes race. She actually broke her maiden first out, then ran 2nd in a Grade 2, 10th in the Gold Star last year at the end of the year. Came back to take a non-winners of 2, and then was 14th in the Louisville Oaks. Number 4 is Halls of Eternity for Jack Meyer. This filly looking to do a very rare triple in that most horses, like seldom do any horses, run week 6, 7, and 9 when they're fillies. Usually that's reserved for the Colts. This filly was 4th in Louisville, then came back to win the Baltimore Oaks by a nose. Now she's back here today. 4 for 7 lifetime. This is another daughter of James Dean out of a Hold Above mare. Number 5 is Aurora, another Danny Derby horse in here. This filly is by James Dean and out of a Jack Skellington mare. Never been worse than 3rd for 2 for 6 lifetime, coming off of a 3rd place effort in the Baltimore Oaks. Has not won since the Trap Stakes. That was a Grade 1, week 14 of last year. Number 6 is Our Last Night for Nina Olson, a homebred daughter of James Dean. This filly was 6th in the Louisville Oaks. Before that, she'd won the Grade 2 Fantastic in Arkansas. 3 for 5 lifetime last year ran a 91 speed figure as her lifetime highest. Was beaten, 5 lengths in the Louisville Oaks? Oh, Rose, mean. Number 7 is Glendoire for Rebecca Rose Hepburn. This is a daughter of Dragonfly out of Sage. I do believe This one might be coming back to me. 2 for 5 lifetime is coming off of a ninth place effort in the Baltimore Oaks. I think she might have been last that day. She just ran last the whole way. It was very sad for her. But before that, she did win the Inglorious in a dead heat with Need to Breathe, and then the start before that, she broke her maiden with an 86. Definitely bred to go the distance, being by a Triple Crown winner and out of a horse who specialized at 1.25 miles. Number 8 is my heart horse in here, and that is Beaming Away for Louise Bayou. This is a daughter of Doctor out of a Grant mare. Like the others, is this one better suited to the Week 12 race over 1.25 miles? Someone's got to win, though. This filly is 4 for 5 lifetime with a second place finish. Coming off of a victory in the Glory Stakes, which is a Grade 1 in Florida, Week 5. Has not run since then. She has won her last 4 in a row. Number 9 is Perfect Moments for Laura Ferguson, a daughter of Through the Ghost out of the Great Mare Skyfall. This filly is only 1 for 5 lifetime, which is a little bit annoying, and that was her maiden last year, which was the Songbird Stakes. Since then has been fourth, and then second, and then fourth, and then second. To her credit, she ran against boys twice in a row. Back in against girls here today, and this is the filly who was second by a nose last out in the Baltimore Oaks. Rounding out the field is number 10, Purple Brain from Poke Buffalo. This is a daughter of Alonzi, that means short, out of Amanda Mystery Mare, that means long. 1 for 7 lifetime, that was a 90 speed figure maiden victory week 12 of last year, has not won since then. This one's also annoying, fourth, second against boys, and then fifth in the Baltimore Oaks. That's your field for the Long Island Acorn. Post time is in 3 minutes. Please get your bets in for all those things I mentioned earlier. My child has found a lightsaber. If you missed the edge this week, we did finally reveal who Spencer is, or what Spencer is. But that edge will be going away on Sunday, so make sure you go read it. One minute to post now. Who do you guys like in this field of 10 3-year-old fillies? It is post time for the Long Island Acorn, a field of 10 set to go 1.5 miles for $750,000. These are 3-year-old fillies, with the favorites being Beaming Away and Red Rose. $11,900 in the pool, and they're in the gate. They're off. Slow start for Red Rose, as was our last night, but the rest were away well. Aurora is going to go to lead from mid-pack, and then here comes Whisper You Love Me and Beaming Away from the outside. Our last night in Purple Brain, then Red Rose, Perfect Moments, Innocent Kiss on the rail, Halls of Eternity, and Glendoire is at the back of the pack. So it is Aurora who leads them to the stretch for the first time. Aurora ahead over Whisper You Love Me, and the pace is slow early, Beaming Away, and then Our Last Night. Purple Brain and Red Rose, then Perfect Moments, Innocent Kiss, Halls of Eternity, and Glendoire is at the back of the pack. They come down past us for the first time, and they have one lap left to go. It is Whisper You Love Me, whose head is now in front of Aurora. These two kick clear 2 lengths to Beaming Away, and then comes Our Last Night. That one's got 5 lengths on Red Rose fifth, then comes Purple Brain. Perfect Moments, Innocent Kiss, Halls of Eternity, and Glenwar at the back of the pack. They're spread out quite a bit, at least a dozen lengths front to back, with Whisper You Love Me and Aurora side by side. 2 lengths back to Beaming Away, and then comes Our Last Night. Another 6 to Red Rose with Purple Brain alongside her. 5 lengths to Perfect Moments, then Innocent Kiss, Halls of Eternity, and Glendower. They've just got about a half mile left to go, and Aurora takes back over the lead. Aurora now ahead to Whisper You Love Me. They've got 3 lengths on Beaming Away, who was trying to get a bit closer, but the top two are getting clear. Then comes Our Last Night, Purple Brain, Perfect Moments, Red Rose, Innocent Kiss, Halls of Eternity. Glendower at the back as they turn into the stretch, and it is still the two leaders, Whisper You Love Me and Aurora. Perfect Moments is now up third. Beaming Away needs to get going better. Innocent Kiss coming on from the back. Red Rose not doing enough. Purple Brain, Our Last Night, but we're down to 2 with Whisper You Love Me and Aurora. These two have been on the front end throughout. Whisper You Love Me and Aurora, and Whisper You Love Me is doing better of the two. Whisper You Love Me, she's going to win the Long Island Acorn. Aurora going to have to settle for second, then comes Perfect Moments third, Innocent Kiss, and Beaming Away. The official winner is Whisper You Love Me. She's a 3-year-old bay filly by James Dean out of Hold a Whisper by Hold Above. She is a homebred for Emily Mitchell, and this is her third win in 6 starts. She also has a companion goat named Cookie Monster. That was a bit of an upset. The 2 speed horses just kept going, and now we've got 12 minutes to post for the last Triple Crown race of the year, and that is the Long Island Classic. Holy smokes, we've only got 7 horses and 12 minutes to talk about them. I'm going to cry. You know what I really love is that the Triple Crown Trail ends tonight. That used to be one of my favorite things about the sim, is handing out all the prizes for that, and now it's automatic, and that means I never know who wins, and it's sad. So if you're doing well in the Triple Crown Trail, good on you. Let's go look at the standings right now, because that's a good idea. Tim Matthews, probably the person who has his own horse, is running away with the Triple Crown Trail right now. Royal Celestine, Garland Farms is third. Randall Johnson. Will we have an upset? Or will Tim roll on away? Well, I guess that depends on what happens in the race. We've got a field of 7 set to go a mile and a half for $1.5 million. On the rail, we have number 1, Sun in the Day for Doug Como. This is a 3-year-old son of Super out of a Heart of the Storm mare. This guy costs $650,000. 2 for 6 lifetime, was 17th in the Louisville Derby, but before that won the Truckle Feature Memorial. Number 2 is is Avatar for Regina Moore. This is a son of Alon Z out of a Rambling mare. 4 for 7 lifetime. This 3-year-old colt was third in the Baltimore Crown. He was beaten only, a length and a half that day. Before that was 13th in the Louisville Derby. He won both of his Derby preps and 2 of 3 starts last year, closing in on $500,000 in earnings. Regina Moore could have gone into the Queen's Derby next week on Monday. Am I going to do that? I'm planning on doing that, guys. I'm planning on calling the Queen's Derby. I think Achievement and Avenger went there of the A-team, and Avatar stayed here. I kind of really thought Avatar would go there, and that Avenger might come here. But hey, I don't make the rules. You guys enter the horses. So, there we go. Number 3 is Dave Matthews Band for John Exet, and this guy right now looks to be maybe your second choice behind Man in Motion, which is a little bit surprising. I thought that this guy was going to be the favorite. Distance possibly a question, being by You Never Know, who was a 1.25 mile specialist. That guy's by Doctor, and the mare is by it's by Warehouse, who I think was a 1.8 mile specialist, but I'm talking off the top of my head, which I could be wrong. This guy was unbeaten going into the Louisville Derby. He was your big favorite that day, and he got upset by Man in Motion by a nose. Came back to roll away with the Baltimore Crown. Both of those races, and in fact his last 3, were all with 99 speed figures. Does this guy ever bounce? Well, not to date, anyway. It would be really nice for John Exet to get himself a Long Island Classic win. I do believe it has been quite a long time since that happened. I'm curious. Let's go find out when the last time that was, because I think it's been a long time. Do I have the Sim Museum open? No, I do not. I make fun of you guys when you don't have yours open. Yeah, John Exet last won the Long Island Classic year 8. Year 8 is a long time ago. We're in year 53. So, oh, now the chat room won't load for me. I was going to go type. Sadly, I cannot type any longer. Okay, so Dave Matthews Band. Is he going to just roll on past the front runners and cruise in this one? Is he going to face a challenge today? What will the rest of his career and schedule hold? I do believe that John was possibly toying with the idea of either running him for the next 3 years or retiring him this year. I don't think we'll see a typical 4-year-old campaign for this guy. It'll be interesting to see it play out. Number 4 is Kingslayer for Nick Gilmore. This guy is by James Dean and out of a Man of Mystery mare, so the distance should be no problem. This is a homebred. He was 10th in the Baltimore Crown, but 5th in the Louisville Derby, beaten only about 4 lengths. Before that, he'd won the Alpha Stakes. This guy is 4 for 7 lifetime, and his highest lifetime speed figure is a 95. Number 5 is Wolfguard, who has been the bridesmaid to date, was 3rd in the Louisville Derby, beaten 3 lengths, came back to run 6th in the Baltimore Crown. I genuinely thought he would run a little bit better in that race because I thought he might have been suited to the shorter distance. However, pedigree-wise, being by Tahoe out of a James Dean mare, he actually might be better suited to this 3 for 6 lifetime. Highest speed figure is a 99, and Emily Mitchell could be sweeping. She won the last race. She could be winning this one. That's a thing that's been done, but not for a long time. Number 6 is Runs Through Fire for Mike Bryant. Not something I would recommend you do, but this is a son of Through the Ghost out of a Crusader mare. 15th in the Louisville Derby, but before that was 2nd, beaten a length and a quarter by Avenger in the New Orleans Derby. He did win the Texan Derby earlier this year. 2 for 6 lifetime, only off the board once. Obviously, that was the Louisville Derby. And Mike Bryant looking to get his first Long Island Classic win. Rounding out the field on the outside, we have your Louisville Derby winner, and this is Man in Motion. Tim Matthews, homebred by Man of Mystery out of a Messiah mare. I think Man of Mystery won this race. Am I making that up? Yeah, no, I made that up. Man of Mystery did not win this race, but Messiah did win this race. Distance obviously not a question for this horse. This is the race that Tim thought he would do best in, and frankly would not have run in the Baltimore Crown if he didn't accidentally win the Derby. 4 for 8 lifetime. This guy has had a strange career in that he didn't break his maiden first out, and then he ran in a stake and he couldn't win that either. And then he came back in a maiden race and he couldn't win that either. He finally got going a mile and an eighth, and he just took off. He won that. He won the Pacific Coast Highway. He won the SoCal Derby. He won the Louisville Derby. Then he ran 5th in the Baltimore Crown. And now he's here seeking redemption. So, this one's a front runner. Dave Matthews Band kind of comes from behind. Is there any other speed? Is Tim going to get loose? Wolfguard had been showing speed, but the last few races he took back. Who do you guys like in the nope, not that one, in the Long Island Classic? Trying to figure out how to turn off the noise in here. It's like screaming in my ear. Sound. No. Okay, I fixed it. We're all fine. So yeah, compelling storylines in here. Emily Mitchell has won this race once. and that was with the mighty Sun Raider in year 21. John Exet has won this race once, and that was Triple Crown winner Tremendous in year 8. Obviously, Tim Matthews has never won this race. I don't know why I said obviously. He just hasn't. Last year's winner, the King, who was your Louisville Derby and Long Island Classic winner, which is what Man Emotion is trying to be, runs tonight in a couple of minutes against your Stewards Cup Classic winner, Bregman. That is quite the race. These two horses going a mile and a quarter, throwing it down. Like, I kind of wish I knew that that was happening. I would have put that on the schedule to call, because that's a good one. This Long Island Classic is interesting because it either produces horses that just want to run 10 miles and aren't actually very good, or it produces like really special horses. For instance, some of the winners have been, I'll let you know, James Dean, Gladiator, those type of horses. But then there's also like the Broadchurch and the Home Run Derby and the Half Blood Prince and yeah, Saharan Ace. What? Who are these horses and where do they come from? Do you guys think it's possible to have an upset tonight? Or not so much? Will it be the top two? 3 minutes to post. Will one of the A team finally get a Triple Crown win? You can't count out Kingslayer, I don't think, with that pedigree. Plus, his companion cat is named Pantera, which is pretty cool. Thank you all for your texts and your messages and your Facebook posts and your tweets today. I very much appreciate it. Makes me smile. Birthdays are like Christmas because then it's over and it's like, wah, wah. No one cares about you again. Field is circling behind the gate, $33,000 in the betting pool. Can we get that to $50,000 in the last minute? Do it. Do it. Oh my gosh, I just lost the whole thing. Where did I put it? I'm very bad at this sometimes. Close the wrong window. Hey, look, there's the race again. All right, guys, it is post time for the Long Island Classic, the final leg of the year 53 Triple Crown. Will it be Man in Motion, the speed horse, or will it be Dave Matthews Band? Both are popular choices, trained by some of the Sims best. Betting pool closes at $39,200. A field of 7 is set to go. They're in the gate. And they're off. Dave Matthews Band one step slow, but he's away well now. Man in Motion right out to the lead as expected. Here's Wolfguard who's going to chase him and then runs through fire. Kingslayer, Sun in the Day, Dave Matthews Band, and Avatar is at the back of the pack. So it is Man in Motion leading them as expected by a length and some, with Wolfguard chasing him. Then comes Run Through Fire on the outside. Kingslayer, Sun in the Day, Dave Matthews Band, Avatar at the back of the pack. But as they come past the wire the first time with 1 mile left to go, they're only 6 lengths front to back. Man in motion, he now trying to get away from them, and he's 2 lengths clear. Wolfguard, though, keeping the pressure on, and the pace is good. Runs through fire, sits right alongside him third. 4 lengths back to Kingslayer fourth with Sun in the Day. Dave Matthews Band is biding his time in sixth, and Avatar is at the back of the pack. And they've now got 6 furlongs left to run, no change in order. It is Man in Motion, Wolfguard, Runs Through Fire, Kingslayer, Sun in the Day, Dave Matthews Band, and Avatar is at the back of the pack, and they're coming to the half-mile pole. It is still Man in Motion, and he leads by 3. Here's Wolfguard and Kingslayer with an early move. Kingslayer up into second now when he's coming on, runs through fire, and Dave Matthews Band starts to pick off horses. Avatar needs to do better, but he's coming on. It is Man in Motion with less than 3 to go. Kingslayer, Dave Matthews Band, and Wolfguard, then Avatar, and here is Man in Motion coming down the stretch, and he is flanked by Kingslayer and Dave Matthews Band, and we're 3 across the track. Avatar is fourth. It is Man in Motion trying to hold them off. Dave Matthews Band is all out being asked, and here's Kingslayer there too. Kingslayer on the outside, Dave Matthews Band and Man in Motion, and it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a 3-horse finish in the Long Island Classic. Avatar was fourth, then came Wolfguard, Runs Through Fire, and Sun in the Day. The results of the Long Island Classic are in. And in an upset, it was Kingslayer by a head. Man in Motion, a nose over Dave Matthews Band, and they were 4 and some clear of Avatar fourth. Then Wolfguard was fifth. Not the ending to the Triple Crown that we all expected. Your official winner is Kingslayer. He's a 3-year-old chestnut colt by James Dean out of Square Angel by Man of Mystery. This is a homebred for Nick Gilmore, which means all 3 Triple Crown races went to 3 different horses, 3 different homebreds. He is now 5 for 8 lifetime. Will this be the kind of horse who needs a marathon for the rest of time? Will he rejoin the battle with Man in Motion and Dave Matthews Band week 12 at the Spa? I wasn't expecting this result. Kind of like everyone knows I'm partial to Dave Matthews Band. Sorry, Tim. But all week I kind of thought this was Tim's race to lose just because of the distance and loose on the wet track. It's just. But looking at this horse's pedigree and the way he was coming into this race, I'm actually not surprised in retrospect. Does that make sense? And this female family traces straight back to the Great Whitney with Square Angel. The dam is out of Laguna Beach. Laguna Beach is out of Corona. Corona is obviously the dam of like everything good. Tahoe, Ridgewood, Dobra, Wish Upon a Star. Wish Upon a Star is the dam of Be Prepared, who won this race. A pair of $6 million earners for Wish Upon a Star. So, like, I didn't know all of that, but it makes a lot of sense. That was the Long Island Classic, and the Triple Crown is over. Wah, wah. But the Canadian Triple Crown starts on Monday with the Queen's Derby. Let's go look at the field just for funsies, since we can. Maybe if I can find a screen with races on it. So, the Queen's Derby. Achievement. Avenger, as I said. Jetstream is back for more. The People's Hero, who is that horse that is the full brother to the People's Horse, but is like the disappointing, sad version because he's only 2 for 6 lifetime and he cost, what, like a bajillion dollars? Let's see how much he cost. Oh, only 4.5. That's not bad. I thought it was like 24.5. Another horse I like in here is Ransack. That's the Todd Lucas horse, and this guy is 4 for 6, and he's by James Dean. He was 4th in the Louisville Derby and has not run since, so he could have run in this race, and he didn't. Very compelling field for the Queen's Derby. And that's it. We're done. I will be back here in about half an hour to give away some prizes. And I look forward to seeing you all there. Happy racing!